right? I don't. It's great when I get support, but I don't expect it, nor can I demand it, right? That's the nature of the beast when it comes to content creation. So if I can't demand it, you can't either, right? But that's what's going on. Is, you know, if you haven't noticed, in the last month, a lot of the gifters, the people who come by and regularly gift the memberships, have not been around or can't gift right now, and that's perfectly fine.
Here's someone, a troll over on Kick says, you expect $150 twice a day? Oh, I don't expect it. I don't expect it. I demand it. I demand $150 twice a day in order to pump out this insanely high quality content. And if you don't understand that, you're just a schlub. Okay.
You see Buckwell Kick Chat saying, at DSP Gaming, buy the 2 DLC now, waiting on sale, need to breathe some new life into the game.
I have agreed to buy some DLCs for the game, but I've been advised to wait because I guess the Steam summer sale is this week or next week. It's one of these weeks coming up. And apparently during that week of the Steam summer sale, you can buy ridiculously discounted packs of stuff in this game for like for example, you could get a cargo pack and the map packs and everything for like $30. And it's like the whole game. If that's the case, that's what I should do, right? I should buy everything. Because it looks like otherwise it's like a piecemeal nickel and diming that they do. It's like, oh, $5 for this skin pack, $12 for this single state expansion. It's like, damn, I'll end up spending like $100 on this thing unless I wait for one of the packs or one of the big discounts, right? So I want to do that. I want to get it all, but I'm not going to be stupid about it. I'll wait for the summer sale. So if that's, oh, King Ferb said this is the 26th. All right, cool. Let's do that then. Right. Don't they have like big bundle packs? I think there's a big bundle pack or two that you can get that's like a big discount and it'll be on sale. So let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe later this week, next week, whatever it is, I'll buy it when it's on sale. Right now it's not. I just checked. They're all full price. Okay. I got a $10 tip here. This is to buy American Truck Simulator Heavy Cargo Pack and Truck Simulator Special Transport from Buckwell. All right. Well, Buckwell, like I said, let's put this towards the next week when it's on sale. Why buy it for full price now when it's going to be like way cheaper next week when it goes on sale?
The reason that DSP is fighting this, because he'll be able to get more packs out of Buckwell's money when it's on sale, and he'll have to use less of his own money to put towards these DLC packs while they're on sale. So if he can use this guy's $10 to buy more content, that means he'll have to spend less out of his pocket on the new content. He's going to wait. And I would consider that a scam, because this guy is paying him right now to buy these packs, and DSP's turning around and saying, I'm going to wait until they're on sale and we can, quote unquote, get more for our money. So does that mean DSP's only going to spend the $10? Who knows? But you can see the guy in chat right now who donated that money saying F waiting.
So let's just wait. But I will buy it. I'm telling you, I want to buy it. I just don't want to rip myself off for no good reason. I just don't want to rip myself off for no good reason.
But you're not. It's this guy's money who's buying it. You're not ripping yourself off. He gave you money to buy it. The reason this could be an issue is because DSP has a reputation of dropping games. If this game didn't do well tonight, let's say he only got $5 sent. It was his lowest supported stream ever. He would probably drop the game. So for a guy who's so willing to drop games when he doesn't get support on a certain night, you're telling somebody to wait until the next time you play this game. But what if there isn't a next time? He hit the goal tonight, by the way. He did hit the goal. He did well on this stream. It's more of the small possibility that he could have got a low support stream and told his audience that, look, this game is not pulling in any viewers anymore. It's not pulling in any money. So we got to move on to something that people are interested in. How many times have you heard that?
Like I said, this week, let's do some runs in different locations. Let's not do Washington and Oregon. Let's move because you can fast travel to other state places you've been. So we'll just fast travel over there and we'll pick a job from there and drive through the state. Okay? Buckwell, it is. But he says it's not ripping off if I'm buying. Yes, it is. If we can spend $10 next week and get double the value, triple the value, why would we spend it now? The world won't end in the next week. I promise you this. All right. Next week, we could get it for a discount. Why would you spend money now? How am I ripping you off? What are you talking about? Oh, my God. But you're making no sense. How could I be ripping you off if I'm going to spend your money when it has more value? Oh, my God. Oh,
Can you imagine you walked into a sandwich shop and you buy your foot-long turkey sandwich every day? It's $12 for the foot-long, and you go and you pay for it, and you're waiting for your sandwich, and the guy goes, "Come back next week. I'll have 2 for you. It's $6 next week. It's gonna be on sale. Your money will have more value next week because then you can buy 2 turkey subs, right?" What's the big deal if somebody gives you $10 to buy a $10 DLC? It doesn't affect you in any way. The problem is that you're so greedy, you don't want to spend your own money on the DLC so you can use this guy's $10 towards buying more content that you don't have to spend your own quote unquote hard-earned money on, right, DSP?
Jade says, watch someone play Overwatch. I want to play Overwatch. I was not like the third person, but at Rivals, it's easy. So basically what you're saying is, in Overwatch, it just wasn't easy for you to play, but with Rivals, it's easier. Jade, I'm curious. Here's an interesting question. Do you have to use any kind of special control scheme or anything like that when you play Rivals?
Huh? Go straight.
Like, how do you play it? Are you playing? Oh, that's actually a good question. Do you play it on gamepad? Or do you play it on keyboard and mouse? I actually have no idea how you play games. What do you even play on? What could you play on a console? What could you play on a console? I'm just curious how exactly you play. For accessibility purposes, that's interesting. You play on Xbox, Jane. Okay. Do you use a standard Xbox controller, or do you have any kind of a special setup? Because I know that Xbox has a ridiculous amount of accessibility stuff. They have a special Xbox accessibility controller, all kinds of stuff, right? So I'm just curious how you actually like to play. The standard Xbox controller. And you said you tried to play Overwatch and it was too difficult. I wonder if Rivals did anything different with that.
I'm going to let y'all interpret this how you want to. I'm not really going to break this one down, but it didn't seem like the time or place to ask that. And if anything, it gives you insight into DSP's streaming community. Is he trying to appeal to people like Jade? Is that why he's mentioned it? Is he trying to seem like he's the accessible streamer that everybody can go and watch and you can feel welcome, and then he's going to turn around and ask you for as much money as possible so he can hit goals? I don't know. It's up to y'all to decide. Leave a comment. Somebody pissed in PWR's cereal. I wonder how this all happened. Imagine you're a DSP fan somehow, and you get detractors to hype you up, and you start putting out content because you think you're authentic, and you start siding with the team that's giving you money. You gladly take that money, and you say, "I got a streaming career now. I'm a hotshot." But you say weird things like "hot young dudes," "piece of butt." So he's on Twitter saying, "I'm just warning everybody right now that when I am coming back, it's going to be an all-out effing war when I get back on the air." Calls DSP detractors most of the garbage, bottom-feeding, abusive pieces of crap, that they all need therapy. He gets therapy, so you need therapy as soon as possible. You have no careers. Get therapy. Be original. He called himself the other product. This guy knew he was a part of the game, and this guy embraced it until it didn't work for him anymore. So he gets on Twitter and he gets all mad because he realizes that he's just another side act. He's just another Strangely Lex, and I'm sorry, Strangely Lex, for comparing you to PWR, but in the DSP main character saga, he's just another sideshow that comes in. He gets pumped up for the time being because it pisses off DSP. And so people pump him up, they hype him up, they get DSP mad, and then when PWR's gimmick dies out, he flips out. But let's not act like PWR didn't hop on the DSP hate train and go on Kino Casino and talk about DSP. You know, let's not act like that didn't happen. The clout, right? Everybody's always riding high when they're the center of attention until they're not.
That's cool. Even if he was making fun of me, it's like, that's what the other product should have did. He should have just been like, "Hey, dude, you're entertaining. Good for you. Glad that something I did reached somebody," right?
Well, the thing is, he's jealous of you, and he views any money
I don't know why, honestly.
Well, because he views any money that goes to you, he thinks should be going to him.
Yeah.
Well, like, dude, I can't say too much. I can't say too much. Should I say it or not? We're on the air here.
Say it.
May as well.
I got inside information, whether it's legitimate or not,
Uh-oh.
that allegedly in his Discord that he claims he doesn't have, that there are like serious talks about me and my content, that he has buys in my streams, watching for who contributes to me. And if anybody who's a fan of his contributes to me, it's an automatic ban.
Yep.
Wow.
He does
And
the
like I said,
same
we don't
thing.
know if that's true, but that's what I was told.
I believe it.
Of
I
course
believe
it's
it, bro.
true. No,
Well,
I mean,
we
that's
saw
pretty
the
crazy.
Discord.
That,
We
Because
saw
the
the
thing
Discord.
is, PWR, you actually provide the product that he.
I'm gonna assume he's drunk here because this is very hard to read. I'm not gonna read all the F slurs, but he says, honestly, I'm going to see this. DSP Detractors are all losers who just wanted to see me take someone else down. I'm taking a break. I'm going to make like 5 to 6 grand in the next few days. F you all. I'm giving myself for real fans only. So he's crashing out. And he did put up some videos, so let's take a look at those.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. The money, man, is really fucking awesome because it keeps me doing this. It keeps me buying new equipment. It keeps me pushing, 7-8 hours, fucking workday worth of streams, right? But like,
Does this not sound like DSP? Does this not sound like a guy who's trying to grift on the Detractors as much as he claims the Detractors are trying to grift off of him and off of DSP? The guy who finally got attention from the internet because he loves to talk so much. Sounds just like DSP.
I don't want to ever get to that point where I'm like, guys, I have to pay my rent. Guys, like I
don't want to ever have to get to that point. But he's not saying it's out of the realm of possibility. Because he knows that he moved out. He made all this money off the Detractors, moved out of his mom's house. He got an apartment. He got all set up. And he doesn't want to flip burgers at Burger King. But what do you do when the money stops coming in? You start asking people to pay your rent.
have to fucking pay my fucking water bill. That will never fucking happen. Like, that will never happen.
We're going to hold you to it, buddy. We're going to hold you to this one.
I would rather fucking work at fucking Burger King flipping fucking burgers than let this get to that, okay?
But it's weird because this guy had such a positive persona for his audience. And here he is. He appears to be inebriated, who knows? But he's ranting and he's saying stuff like this to his audience. This is how all lolcows start, right? They overshare things. They bring up weird hypotheticals about money. Like, I don't ever want to have to be doing this when they're riding high because they have the support. But the fact that they bring it up usually means that inevitably there'll be a downfall where things will take a turn. I don't know. We'll have to see, though, with this one. But that's just an update. There's probably more that happened that I'm not going to talk about here. I just kind of wanted to update that. I don't really care to give this guy much attention. He's not really in my realm or my scope of content creation and covering it. But he is in the DSP realm, and there are people out there who follow him. So if y'all want an update, this is the update that you're going to get from meaningful content. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.